Another great episode, of course, brought to you by Showmax, and we always encourage you to watch the Premier League on your phone. Mobile gadgets.
Power at your house anyway. Because you got no power at your house anyway. Even if you wanted to watch it from your TV.
And this week, we're not talking about games that happened over the weekend. We're talking about games coming this weekend. I know Everton is playing, Man U is playing as well. What should we look out for?
They're all playing the big guns. For me, a couple of things. Leicester City will be back in action. Why is this important? We've been talking about it over the last few weeks. Patson Daka, he's back in training. Yeah.
No?
That's yeah. I don't. But he's never struck me as that type. But anyway, Patson Daka on the pitch, not petty at all, gets the goals and puts them in the back of the net, and possibly we could see him back. Maybe it's just a little bit too soon, but we'll be keeping our eyes and ears on that one if that's going to happen for this coming weekend. Other games, we'll see Manchester City. They're going to be back. They're going to be in action against Wolverhampton Wanderers. That's another big one. And this is a big one because of the fact that Erling Haaland, I was talking about it earlier on today on radio that, Superman, there was the whole Omarion when he came, Yo Map song. So we're tapping into that. So Erling Haaland with Manchester City is like Superman. And then when he goes to his Norwegian national team, you can't recognize him. He's like Clark Kent. I can't.
Oh, wow. So it's the team in the Premier League that makes him the Superman.
Yeah. So they were hammered.
Did you write notes there about soccer?
No.
I'm making reference.
No. I'm looking at the teams, the games this weekend.
You're Googling what's happening. Can you let the professional tell us and leave Google out of this, please?
I know Arsenal is playing Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But on Manchester City are going to be in action against Wolves. And for Norway, during the qualifiers, they were completely thrashed by Austria 5-1. Haaland was nowhere to be seen. Is he going to return to this City side and start scoring? That's going to be interesting. Another big one, Manchester United, they are going to be in action. They're going to be at home against Brentford. Why is this important? The coach, Ten Hag, he's had a break. Not a big break, but a weak break. There are some players who remained behind who didn't go on international duty. He had a chance to work with them. I was listening to an interesting conversation from Benedict McCarthy, who said that, when he was at United, he left the previous season, when he was at United in part of the technical bench, that they're doing everything right. The players, the technical bench. But when it comes to game day, things are just not working out. But with this break, have they perfected things enough to get back? They face a Brentford side who they've beaten in the last three visits, Brentford's last three visits to the Premier League. They last lost to Brentford way back in the 1930s, 1936, at home.
That's when
almost like 100 years ago.
That's when Morgan Freeman was born.
So, yeah. That's the last time they lost to Brentford in Manchester. So because of that, they have a huge advantage, and Erik ten Hag should be comfortable to get a victory. So that's one of the games which we are definitely going to be looking forward to. Then Arsenal, they're going to be in action against Bournemouth. They're back in the Premier League. Their players will be returning from international duty. Can they get a victory? Then the big one on Sunday, Chelsea versus Liverpool. Liverpool versus Chelsea. Reds versus Blues. Blues versus the Reds, whichever way you look at it.
Crips versus the Bloods. No.
No.
Crips versus the Bloods?
No.
It's not that gangster. It's just soccer, Elson.
Same colors, though.
So, what's going to happen in that game? For Chelsea, fantastic team. Their coach is Italian, Enzo Maresca. How is he going to set himself up? Some of his players were also on international duty. For Liverpool, fantastic coach that they've had. He just arrived from Holland, where he had been coaching over the last 10 years. What is he going to do in this game against this Chelsea side who have proven so far to be difficult to beat? Liverpool still at the top of the league. Can they hold on? Can Chelsea push them? A lot of exciting games.
Do we have any guarantees, the way we used to have back in the day? Like, if this team is playing that team, definitely this team is winning. Who would you put your money on between Chelsea and Liverpool?
This one is difficult. I would want to say Liverpool, but the truth is that when teams are coming back from an international break, it's very difficult to predict. Because you don't know you may find that
They're tired.
You may find that before the game, one of the players is ruled out because of some funny injury he picked up during international duty. So there are all these elements which come with the international break, which are very difficult to predict. That's why I find that a lot of times you find that big teams, they'll lose immediately after the international break. Why? It's because of that.
And the Ferraris, listen, they get comfortable in these Ferraris and Lamborghinis. You see, so they need to take these things away during this break.
Also, just run us through the process as well of how one can get the Premier League on their smartphone.
All right, cool. So here's what you do, you know what I mean?
I was watching my Will Smith DVD.
You know what I mean? So here's what you do. So my two hype men, no, you come listen here. All right, cool. So you download Showmax.
Download.
1 You go through the packages that you see. You pick the one that says 90 kwacha. You get your card. You pay for that, and voila. This looks like a rap video, doesn't it?
Yeah. Except I don't have the shades, so I don't know. I'm like the manager.
You're like the manager. Yes. Yeah. So that's how you do it. Play this part over and over again for you to get the directions of how to do it. 1 4. All right, cool.
And it's all the Premier League games for only 90 kwacha on your tablet, on your cell phone, on your laptop. Do it now.
Now.
Let's enjoy the episode.
Now. Like
Let's enjoy
this.
the episode of Drifta Trek now.
All right, cool.
Two of the most decorated clubs in English football. It is always a big deal when these. And Garnacho! That is off the very high.
Stream all 380 matches for just 90 kwacha on Showmax Premier League. Visit showmax.com to get started.
Today's lovely episode featuring Drifta Trek is being done from...
And a very special guest, London, from Big Boys. Is it a cafe? Is this a cafe? Yes, it's a cafe.
Big Boys Cafe, a King's Lifestyle. It's at Twin Palm Mall, so if you're looking for a great place to chill, have fun, I think this is a good place to be. There's so much going on. There's big bikes, which I love so much. Have you taken a ride on these bikes before?
No.
You shouldn't. Quite fast stuff. So there's, as you can see in the background, good drinks, good chilling environment, and it's at Twin Palm Mall in Salama Park. Big Boys Cafe. If you're in the neighborhood, please feel free to drop by. Sweet stuff.
Dun 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 dun.
Our guest today should have actually been at Lusaka July.
Why do you say that? Oh, because he's wearing copper?
Yeah. He's a star in the land
Speaking
of
of Lusaka July, bro, you know some people were actually turned away at the gate.
Let's not talk about Ben Number like that, man.
I never said
I'm
names.
a fan of his.
I never said names. I just said, and it's not the only person, by the way.
Oh, he's not the only one. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
but it's
Continue.
funny that you went straight there.
Because I know he's like one of the people that was very outspoken about being turned back at the gate.
So I have it on very good authority that I think the year before or 2 years ago, these girls came under fire for promoting LGBTQ, or they were accused of doing that because people would go there, they would have very loud outfits and everything. So they gave the power and authority and discretion to security to say anybody who's wearing anything too loud, you can turn them away and you don't have to consult us.
Wow.
So apparently whoever was turned away was at the discretion of
Security.
security. So if you came there just looking like, I don't know.
Have you ever attended Lusaka July before?
No,
How come?
I don't know.
Would you have liked, would you have wanted to?
Maybe. I think it's fun. think it's fun.
But you just won't attend because
He's not invited.
I don't know. Maybe I'll attend the next one. Maybe.
Why do
But
you assume everybody's invited?
I'm a superstar, so
you have to be
I'm
invited.
supposed to be invited. Yeah.
Wait,
So if
all the people who are there are not invited.
They're invited.
they're invited.
Everyone who attends Sakajala is invited.
No, not everybody. If you're gonna go there without an invite,
Right.
you have to part with 5,000 kwacha.
So,
Ben spent 5,000 kwacha,
and you still got turned away.
and he got turned away.
Ish.
5 pin.
People actually pay that money, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
So those are the only 2 ways that you're gonna attend.
I should stop taking these invitations for granted, bro. I'm invited every year and I never attend.
That is
every year.
that is 5 pin that you're turning down.
I know, right?
Others are paying for it.
Yeah,
And I
others are
keep
paid
turning
for
down
it.
these invitations. I think 3
Well,
or 4
we were
years
paid
in a row.
for it indirectly.
And then we get paid to attend the event indirectly.
I'm talking about Lusaka July. We got a check for that.
Yeah, that's my point. We get invited and we also get paid to attend
Yes.
the event. Ah, man, I love my job.
Yeah.
And
I think-
all some people can do is focus on. I thought I would go with Isnoko this time because I felt. Why are you laughing, Gob? Gob,
Drifta, did you see how people attacked us for our dress code this year?
Oh yeah.
I thought I would change the designer and go with Isnoko and.
Oh, and him.
I've had people take screenshots.
Wait.
send them to
What
me.
did you see?
There's a pic that was trending, of him. So I just saw the photo, but I never really.
You didn't get it?
Yeah, I didn't
Also,
get
why
it.
were you
until-
trending again?
I have no idea. Gob, why was I trending?
There's
You've got a microphone there, Gob. Use it.
Because I would want to say why he was trending. But it's-
in this guy's voice, Stefan, you gave them absolutely nothing but nothing.
You gave a what?
he gave them nothing but nothing.
what's that?
But you're about to say something?
No, like I wouldn't want to be the person trying to describe the photo.
You would want a female to do that.
So you know.
Oh, it's
what
that
to-
kind of a
We've
photo.
got a female at the back there. Who's that?
Yeah. Maybe that one.
She's the owner of the place.
Is she?
Yes.
Did you see any of my photos trending on social media? Did you? Gob,
Why
do you
do
want to
you
give her
think the photos
do you want
are
to give her the
trending?
microphone?
And she looks down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Oh, step. Okay.
Yeah. I really want to hear.
All right, there you go,
your
ma'am.
explanation.
Should I really say this?
You're the only female here.
Yeah.
Well, I saw what I saw. And from the comments, when I looked at the picture, I didn't see anything wrong with it. But it's the comments.
Right.
So before you saw the comments, you didn't realize why the picture was
No,
even
I-
posted.
So when you then saw the comments, you went back to the photo?
Yes.
And
and then?
And I saw what people saw.
What?
which was?
Yeah.
This is very funny.
All right, thank you.
Let's not torture you
I see a
anymore,
ring on
please.
your finger. I do not want to cause any issues with your
And
husband.
by
You're
the
married,
way-
right? Are you married?
And he's from the Copper Belt, right? Is your husband from the Copper Belt? He just lived there for a while. Okay.
Is he dangerous?
He owns these bikes, bro. What do you think?
He owns bikes.
What do you think?
I think it's compensating because when you own these things or when you own like really big cars and whatnot, you're overcompensating. Hello. Welcome, my man.
Drifter, welcome to
Thank you
that.
very-
I think
Yeah,
we're
like-
supposed to have had you a lot earlier. So your manager,
Yeah.
that's him.
Yeah.
He called me literally 10 times.
Oh yeah.
I'll apologize. The week that you called me,
Yeah.
I had a lot of work that was pending. So I was gonna give Stu the headache to call and follow up.
Oh.
So Stu is like our media manager, so to speak.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay. Great.
Dude.
Great. We're here now.
As we record this right now, something is trending. Chef 187 cancelling. I don't know. Things might change and might perform, but as
Pulled
we're
out.
recording right now,
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah,
pulled
yeah,
out
I
of the
saw that.
Stanbic Music Festival. Your thoughts on this?
Ish. So I don't know the full story, but what I heard was delayment in is it sound check I think they got there because I saw a post from Your Maps. He said that the artist got there on, is it 12? And
Which
they
artist?
had to,
Chef,
I think that,
Chef.
yeah. I think Chef and even Your Maps. I'm not really sure. So he's saying that they were only allowed to do the sound check around 22 and only given 10 minutes. So that's what I heard.
I heard
That's
something
what I
different.
read.
I
Well-
heard that they were in the middle of their sound check, and they were stopped to let Omarion do his.
Okay, that's another story.
And so, because of that disrespect,
Yeah.
He pulled out of the Stamic Music Festival.
I would not want to use the word pulled out.
Okay.
He cancelled.
Okay. All right. No, your dirty mind. Let's do that.
I have got no idea what you're talking about, Kalinga.
too.
This is a family show, and because of such, we would like to thank our good friends and brothers for the amazing and continued support. And because of them and the genius brains behind this brand, and we had a chat, you, me, and Sashin, and we are planning to go to 5 cities across the country.
So we've actually narrowed that list down to the 5 cities we
Yes,
picked,
we
but
have.
we'll not be announcing that just now.
No,
We're
but
waiting.
no, we're going to go to 5 cities.
5 cities are in Zambia. Where
So if there's people that want to beat me up, start going to the gym now.
we're coming to your city.
We are.
Drifter,
Yeah.
you've told us what happened, but we haven't quite gotten your opinion on that, especially you being a Zambian rapper as well.
Yeah. This is really complicated for me, and Chef is my guy. So one thing I know about Chef is that he's very professional, and I'm sure for him, putting out that statement and canceling, it might have been something very serious, such that he couldn't maybe take it anymore, or the disrespect. Because I was reading the comments, I haven't had the time to just call him up yet, but I was reading the comments. The disrespect, So, yeah, so it's just a matter of being professional, and if there's one thing I know about Chef is that he's very professional.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, so he had his reasons.
Sheffy doesn't want beef with anyone.
Yeah,
He has no beef in the industry, even though a lot of people want to beef with him. He has no corporate issues. Every company would want to work with a guy like Sheffy's got.
yeah.
And then they piss off the one guy who's got everyone's backing by default. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I don't know if it is, and again, this speaks to the mentality that we have, where we deem an international artist and we put them in a pedestal, and we look at them if what we are saying is indeed what actually happened.
Yes, we're working on
Assumptions, right?
Assumptions, yes.
Because that's not actually that's not. God, I can't talk today. That hasn't been
the official statement
confirmed
from
right? Yeah, so we're
themselves,
assuming
yeah.
that this is what's going on, and if it is, then this is extremely sad, because then we tend to put these people on a pedestal, and we tend to feel like they're a lot better than the local artist,
Yeah, true.
which I don't understand. We would have hoped that this would have been something that they would have let Sheffy, because I'm pretty much sure, if not 60% of the people that are going there, they're going there to see Yo Maps and Sheffy.
Yeah.
I don't know how many songs Omarion has, apart from the 2 or 3 that I know, that a lot of people would pay that much money to go and check out Omarion.
You know what I mean? Well, like we said earlier, we're recording this on a Friday.
Yeah.
If it changes,
Things could change.
Yeah, things could change the time this episode drops.
We
so.
find that Sheffy performs there. They
Yeah,
apologize to
yeah,
him and
they'll
they
be
pay
like,
more.
yeah.
He decides to perform. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, another thing that Gob was briefing me about earlier, the beef between Aqualaskin and Triple M. Apparently, Triple M has responded in a rap song.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yep.
What did he say?
I'm trying to find out what he said in the song.
What did he say, Gob?
I think Drifter will take this one. It
Yo.
was
Say what?
Oh, no, take it.
Oh, I didn't hear what Gob
Oh, but
said.
he said Drifter should be able to answer this one.
Do you know what was said?
I heard the song. The song. So Triple M is trying to say that I don't know. They should have sat down and talked about it, You know, so I don't know if he's admitting or, you know.
Bruh, you smashed my baby moms. What is there to talk about?
Well, I think what Triple M would have preferred is an in-person chat as opposed to Aqualassin coming onto a podcast.
But then Kalenga,
telling the public about what's been going on between the two of them. You know what I mean?
If you remember,
Yeah.
because I was there when Aqualassin spoke about this. I don't know if you were.
I was there.
Well, were you? You sure? Here's what he said. He said when he saw Triple M getting out of his baby mom's car and he continued to hear stuff, he called him and he asked him, "Are you effing my baby mom?"
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember he said
I
that?
remember that much, yeah.
So how much more in-person conversation do you want to have? I asked you.
Well,
the only other way would be to pull up to his house. But then again, chances are you would run into your baby moms there anyway.
speaking of beefs, you're
Wait, but what's your take on that though? Where your best friend then go. That's what I want to speak to Omarion about too.
I don't think those two were best friends. You know, I don't think those two were best friends, you know. I think they were just friends. You know, then I don't know what happened, but whatever happened. Then, you know, the fact that they were like really cool, you know, I think that's the reason why things escalated, you know what I mean? Because I think the other guy felt really disappointed because, you know, and the other guy felt like, yo, if you've got stuff to address, why didn't you call me? Why can't you pull up? But like you're saying, why should I pull up if you are, you know, so it's ish.
So basically what Triple M is saying is you went on a public platform, I'm also going to go on a public platform.
Yeah.
Wait, I still didn't get what Triple M's response was.
You need to listen to this.
Wait, he just said you should have come to me directly?
There are other shots, I think, that are there.
We're not going to talk about these shots?
Nah, I wouldn't.
No, tell me.
I wouldn't want to be the person explaining the shots.
It's not like you're the one firing the shots.
Bro, you just heard.
So,
nobody's going to shoot the messenger, bro.
So the title of the song is what's even more crazy because the title of the song I think is called Ndatina Ukuchirufia. You know what I mean? Like Ndatina Ukuchirufia Ndatina. So now,
which is what? Like I'm scared of losing it.
I'm scared of losing it, but again, that's a
play on.
That's like the baby mama's name.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Her name is Chirufia.
Yeah.
Oh crap! I get the punchline now. Yeah.
So that's the title. So
oh, smart.
So the moment, because the moment I heard that, I was like, "Ooh, this song," you know. So it's a crazy song, you know. It's dope. It's a hip hop song. Yeah.
But again, this is some bitch assness. Because, truth be told, if I have a friend in Kalenga and I happen to go after his ex who he has a child with and he has a problem with it, regardless of how he addresses it, if I was wrong and I value the friendship that I have with him, I'm going to call him, sit down and apologize. The fact that I then go and then attack him basically speaks to how I view the relationship that I have with him.
Yeah, but I think the you know, the crazy part about this is I don't think Triple M is admitting to those claims. You know? I don't think he's admitting. I don't know anything. You know, so
let them resolve their issues.
Yeah,
you're no stranger to beefs as well.
Whoa.
And I would really love to hear your side of the story with the Neslong. Let's start with the Neslong beef. There was a lot from Neslong's side, but your side of the story. What's your side of the story?
It depends on what the question is. It depends on what the question is, but
there was a beef.
Yeah, there was.
So what's your side of the story? That's the question.
It's actually a long story.
Please, we've got time. That's what we have on a podcast.
But it's because me and him were like really cool back then. And then it started with a misunderstanding at an event. He came to my event, and then I don't think he was welcomed properly. Because I was on stage when he came through. So he wasn't welcomed properly. And after that, after the event, like weeks later, we met up. And I just saw the attention, like, what's going on? Aren't you supposed to be cool with this guy? Then my diary came out. Then he threw shots at me, in Kebi's diary. Then I was like, whoa, what's going on here? After he threw shots at me, I put out a statement. I was appreciating female rappers. I put out a statement saying, I've heard a lot of female rappers. They're actually good. Shout outs to their writers. I was like, shout outs to their writers. Then he got offended. He thought I was talking about his chick. Then,
7.
Yeah. So then he put out some statements, blah, 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 blah. Then, the good part about having a studio at home is you can record anytime you feel like. And that was before load shedding. So I got in the studio and I addressed certain issues, I addressed all the issues that I had, but, I was really in a space that, in that space where if you want to bring it, I'm not going to go back and forth with you on Facebook, you know what I mean? I'm a rapper, so I'm going to go in the studio and I'm going to let it all out. And yeah.
Why not fight?
We can.
But do you think you can take Nazlong down? He's a big fella, yeah?
You should check out my Instagram videos, man. I box, They don't got boxing now, but yeah.
But have you guys resolved this issue, or is it still an ongoing beef?
I'm cool. He's cool. That was a long time ago. I'm cool. He's cool, but we have.
Can I organize like a celebrity in
boxing match?
If there's money, yeah.
I think we can talk to brothers to sponsor.
We can talk to brothers to sponsor
the bout.
Okay, if there's money, we good.
This guy has, I think it's just like a beef magnet.
No.
What does he attract so much beef?
He also has beef with a dangerous duo. Who? 405 had.
Whoa.
I'd love to hear your side of the story on this one as well.
That boy, that one is
405 is one person.
No, it's two guys.
Because he said that boy.
That one.
I'm sure there's
which one, 4 or
from the
5?
duo that.
I don't know.
Wait, so 405 had 2 guys called 4 and 5.
Yes.
Yeah, I think, yeah. those boys are just some
very creative, right?
There's nothing creative about that.
You were saying the boy?
Yeah, so those
if
boys.
If they were
are
creative, they would have just called themselves 699.
Oh yeah. That one is creative,
699.
Yeah. Whoa.
Gov is only just getting it now.
but it could have worked better if there was like a chick and a guy.
699.
And the person, like, I'm the 6, he's the
9. Anyway, you were saying how did this thing start?
So
they would fight because nobody wants to be the 9.
It's crazy, man.
Sorry, you were saying?
So about those boys, I put out a hip hop song. So he had a song that had similar chants to my song. Just the chants, not like the whole song, just the chants.
Right.
Yeah. Then he sends me a message. Yo, this song that you're promoting sounds like my song. I'm like, yo, which song are you talking about? Then he sends me a snippet. Then I'm like, but this is a hip hop song and I'm not really, this is the type of music that I do. And for you, it's not even, why would you say that I've stolen your song? So I didn't really even pay attention to it. Then after I put out the song, he starts now, chanting, yelling on Facebook, trying to, you know what I mean? And then you know how music works with energy, you know what I mean? Then I never said anything. But again, you'd find I was in a situation where the more I'm trying to promote the song, the more he's also trying to make it look like I stole the song, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, okay, so we're going there. Then I put out a mixtape called Good for Hip Hop. There's a song called Currently. So I threw a shot, to him, and then people just went crazy, and after that, he's been throwing shots, but I've been busy, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really have that energy and that.
So what happened to the studio in your house?
It's still there, man. Like, even up to now, like right now from here, I can maybe.
Yeah, but
go
also his
record.
point is, at the end of the day, you still go back home, right?
Yeah.
So why not? Why say you're busy when you're still going back home and you've got time in your studio at home?
I've got time to like record other music and address other issues.
Right.
So
I think from every beef that rappers have, there's always like a valuable lesson to be learned at the end of it all. What's it been for you after the Nuzlong one, after the 405 one? What would you carry from that?
So the first thing is, I don't really think this is gonna be my last, and because like where I am right now, even some of the relationships that I have with people are those where, you'd smile, but you hear certain stuff, this guy. So as a rapper, I think I'm in a position where I should be ready. It has taught me a lesson where I should be ready for anything, you know what I mean? Like anybody, even your closest friends can just wake up and just, try to backstab you or just take shots at you, and you need to be ready like mentally and just, you know what I mean? So, yeah, and I'm always ready for that.
But if there's one thing I feel every beef brings out is the best in rappers. I think the best hip-hop we've had in this country now, let me not say the best, but a good time we had in hip-hop in this country was when Mikey Tua and Slap D were beefing.
Yeah, that was
man, those guys
Who won that?
It's hard to say who won that beef. It wasn't like Kendrick Lamar and Drake,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Where Drake...
So how would you describe it?
Whoa. You said where Drake what?
Lost.
Nah.
Yeah.
Drake lost that.
Nah.
You're not of that
You
opinion?
are about to lose so much credibility and respect from me if you think that Drake took that.
Nah, man. Like,
You don't think Not Like Us was a song that came out
Not
a
Like
winner
Us.
in that, the whole beef?
In
I
what?
think Not Like Us is not, like Drake had to go, to war with Kendrick, and Kendrick is he's a hardcore rapper, and then he had to ride on a commercial beat just to.
Hold on. How do you say Drake didn't win? Sorry, didn't lose?
Drake didn't lose because you see, when you look at that beef, right? When you look at that beef, that's like a rap playground. You know what I mean? Drake can make a better banger than Not Like Us. I'm not saying Not Like Us is not a banger. Drake could have made a better banger than Not Like Us. But Drake knew that. So we're talking about rap. Let's rap. Then what does Kendrick do? He goes to make a banger. So.
Yeah, but then when you look at the nature of a beef, it's a fight, it's war. You know what I mean? If two countries are battling, they're gonna keep their cards close to the chest. For one, that's one. Secondly, Kendrick Lamar had a lot of surprises in that beef.
Let me break it down to this guy.
Okay. All right. He had a lot of surprise. Dude, did you see how he was just breaking down the family? He was ready.
Yeah,
whatever
but you see-
whatever rebuttal Drake had, Kendrick
but you
Lamar
see-
had something
I'm
to kill
about
him
to blow
with.
his mind.
Okay.
Let me tell you something about what happened.
Yeah.
There was, from when Drake released the first response towards Kendrick, there was a 2-week gap that Kendrick was quiet.
Yeah.
In the first diss that Kendrick released, Kendrick said, I don't know if you listen to this, Kalenga. He said, you are so predictable, I can tell you every angle.
Yeah,
so what
yeah.
Kendrick did is he went and he recorded a bunch of songs
In advance.
In advance.
Anticipating Drake's responses,
Bingo.
right?
So he knew that Drake will either attack his wife, his record label, or his kids. So what Kendrick did is he released his replies in advance. And that is how you see when Drake released Family Matters, it took 20 minutes for Kendrick to release Meet the Graham, which in that song, he writes a letter to Drake's son, Drake's mother, Drake's father.
But you see, he even had
And
false
that
information
wasn't a
about the
banger.
kid.
If you listen to what this man is saying in these songs.
Wait, he had false information about the?
About Drake's child.
Which child?
So Kendrick also said that Drake
He had a daughter.
Child. What?
Yes, and then Drake
said,
disputed that, and he said, "We fed you that information."
Yeah.
Do you know what a person who is manufacturing this information would do? They would record themselves manufacturing it. Because it is easy for you to dispute that I don't have a child and I put that information out for you to find. Well, if you were doing that, why did you not create the proof of you manufacturing that?
But you know what he said? He said if anybody knows information about the child that I have, I'm giving you, I don't know how much. He even put out a stake saying if anybody has got information about. So, but anyway, we're gonna, cause I'm the other side and you're on the other side.
Let me see again. If you listened to exactly what Kendrick said, he broke this man down in terms of who he is as a person, who he is as a father, who he is as his relationship with women, who he is as a foreigner who comes into a foreign country to remain relevant, goes and does as many features with black people as he can, who has got a problem with his own identity.
Anyway.
My man.
This conversation this conversation is not ending here.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, so
it's cool.
This shall continue.
I'm a massive hip hop head, and when this was happening, I took time to listen to every single thing that Drake released, every single thing that Kendrick released, and based off their own merits.
He's just a Kendrick guy.
I'm a hip hop guy.
But you like Kendrick.
And you know who's performing at the Super Bowl in February?
Wow, you had to go there.
And did you hear?
Wait, who's performing there?
Kendrick.
That's a good one.
Kendrick is performing at the Super Bowl.
Interesting.
And guess where the Super Bowl is happening at?
In New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Lil Wayne's home ground.
Yeah.
No, exactly.
And Lil Wayne is not performing there?
No.
Because Jay-Z said so, I guess?
Yes.
Yeah.
Those issues are crazy, it's...
So careful who you beef with.
Yeah.
I wanted to say something. So London is going to join us.
Who?
London.
London?
I'll explain in a second.
Right, okay.
I want to tell my guy here. We were speaking about Omarion and the Stanbic Music Festival.
Yeah.
You are in the music industry, so I would want you to meet the guy that is coming.
Oh, okay.
I have a friend of mine. He owned Riders at Arcades.
Yeah, I know it.
Zambian guy based in America. So he calls me and he says, dude, there's a hip hop artist that I would like to bring to Zambia.
Okay.
Oh, crap, I remember London.
You remember them, right?
Yeah.
There's a hip hop artist that I would like to bring to Zambia. I have got enough money to pay for his booking, for his flight, but I would want you to come in and help get sponsors to do everything else, right? So venue, hotels, etc., etc., etc. And I don't know if telling this story is going to alienate us and go well with Stanbic, but I'll say it anyway. So I called a couple of people.
Yeah.
And I said, guys, this artist is confirmed.
Yeah.
The booking has been done. The date has been set. And this person wants to come and perform. This is what we need from you. Mm-hmm. They turned around and they said, no, he won't sell.
Oh.
A week or so later, they announced that Omarion is coming to perform. And then I'm sitting back and I'm thinking, you said no to this hip-hop artist, and you went on ahead to bring... I will show you who the artist is. And you tell me what you think. Okay. So London ended up... Are we
at liberty to mention this guy's name just yet?
No, I haven't mentioned the name yet. So London ended up pulling that performance. Gob, I'll give this to you so you can... so you can put this on
that's
the
what I'm
screen.
asking about. Are we at liberty to show this video now?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right, cool.
Please press play. And guess who booked him? Ghana, South Africa booked him. Press play.
Whoa. Shit.
October 24th. Big
Is it still the same date?
Come out and party with me, man. It's
Cancel.
crazy.
Can-
You know what it is? Icon, baby. How? See y'all there.
Shit.
Yo, what it is?
Whoa.
Are you Ellie?
How big is this?
Ooh.
If he came,
If
I
he-
would.
yeah.
I would have been one of the first people to buy a ticket.
Yeah, this would
Bruh.
have been big. It would have been because Ja. Ish.
Because it's a kind
London
of
had
rapper.
agreed to you being the DJ there. I spoke to him
Yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
remember, we were by 17 that
Yes.
day, yeah.
Whoa.
Dude, because I'm already thinking of how big a catalog Ja Rule has.
Yeah.
Ja
It's got
Rule
like
can
a-
actually go toe to toe with 50 Cent on
Yeah.
a versus battle.
Yeah.
Haven't they already done it before?
Because
No, they deal with Fat Joe and he annihilated Fat Joe.
Yeah, what songs did that fight?
What Fat Joe does, right? Because I
Ja
sat there
has
and I'm
good
like,
songs.
Ja.
Yeah, Ja's got a lot
Fat
of
Joe, I
songs.
can think of Lean Back,
I'm all the way
All
up.
All the Way Up. The one with J-Lo, what's that song?
And the one with Ashanti, what's it called? Ja Rule's
Okay,
also
let's say
the
there'll be
song.
about 5-6 songs that the
Yeah,
crowd would really go nuts.
yeah.
And after that, it's
But
like,
just the catalog that Ja has though.
Yeah, and the audience that's going there is the audience that know actually.
Precisely.
it's
So
the money audience.
Yeah,
It's a money team.
I said the same thing. My agent, Kalenga's agent, your age as well.
Yeah.
And those are the people with the money.
Yeah.
So I feel they really dropped the ball on this. So I asked them
And
to
well, like
come
we
through.
said earlier, we're recording this a day before Marion performs, so we hope
Things
we're
could
wrong
change.
by the time this episode comes out.
Things could
Yeah.
change
Things
and
could change.
our faces would feel like omelette.
Drifter,
Maybe-
the first time you were saying? Sorry?
Maybe just for another date, just organizing it
Elson
for
and
another
I
date.
think we just raised the money to bring Jaru to this.
Yeah.
I think so. We'll just do it ourselves.
I mean, London already has the money to book him, so all we need to do is give him accommodation. He can stay at your house for 2 days.
But you're the bachelor, though. You got a spare bedroom.
I got a spare bedroom.
Yeah.
But he looks like he smokes a lot. Oh, Benny, he can go to his house. He's gonna stay there.
We're going to record an album. We're going to record an album. We're going to record an album.
Dude, I was talking about how, for me, the first time I ever got introduced to Drifta Trek music was...
Yeah.
I think when you featured Chef 187, you caught my attention because
Oh, yeah?
it's Chef 187.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
my
yeah.
dance and...
My
that was,
dance
that was how many years ago?
yeah. That was
8?
like 6 years
6
ago.
years ago?
Yeah, 6 years ago.
And I'm assuming you had been in the game longer than that. I'd love to hear more about
That-
your coming up in the game.
That was like that was like my second single. After, because I did a song called Ntongo. Nikangenesa 1, Ntongo 2, Ntongo. Yeah. After that, then we did.
So this was
Mandela.
still like in the introductory phase of Drifta Trek in the industry.
But before that,
Mm.
I was in the hustle. Just finished school. I was actually at Chongwe Secondary. So just finished school and so whilst I was still in school, I had like this passion and I was like really big in school, like my name was like really big in school and
What was
everybody.
your passion in rapping?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody was just like, he was a kind of then I got to finish school and then, it became now like, okay, so now I'm done. What am I going to do? So, I wrote that song, the same Ntongo song. Then I went to record it. After I recorded it,
Wait, this is while you're still in high school?
I just had finished high
Oh,
school because I wrote it whilst I was still in high school.
Right.
DJ Chati, you've got the song. You know that this song, no matter what, it's
But
going
is it just me or that song sounds a lot like Tonga? That was the inspiration, right? Be honest. Be very honest.
The beat,
And the chorus.
No, because the chorus talks about. Because I was playing around in Shima, like I was just praising how, Nikauka and Sima, Nikagona, how Nshima is treasured here in our country. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't work, so I played around that much, in that area. So, I recorded it at some studio in Bowling. So after I recorded
That's where Elson lives.
I recorded it. Then it never went anywhere. And then a friend of mine calls me after like a month. He's like, "Yo, my brother is a DJ. So he's got this producer called Silent Eraser. He's got this producer who's there. So they're doing a show where if you can call in and do a freestyle, whoever wins gets a record deal.
Right.
Then I was like, who's Silent Eraser? He's just some guy, he's dope, you know, like, I was like, anyway, let me just do it because I'm not doing anything. Then I called in, like, yo, my name is Drifta, whatever. Then I did a freestyle. Then I went to sleep because that was like around 21. Then I woke up in the morning, I was like, oh, let me actually check on then I ended up being the guy who won. Then, they called me up. It's like, no, Silent Eraser actually liked your song, your freestyle, so meet him up. So I got to meet him. After I get to meet him, he's like, play me some of your songs. Then I played him the same Ntongo song. Like, I've got this song that I recorded. He was like, this is dope. Let's redo it. I was like, redo this song. This song is already dope. He's like, let's redo it. So we changed the beat. We recorded the vocals. It sounded dope, you know. And then we put it out again. Like, after like 2 months, you know, we like released the song again. And then I remember I was like in Makeni at the farm. Then a friend of mine calls me. He's like, yo, have you seen what's happening on Facebook? Then I'm like, what's that? Mark2 has posted you. He's asking about you. I was like, what? Mark2 is asking about, like, who's Drifta? This song is good. He's heard your song. I'm like, you're lying. Then I check. Then I look at the comments, like, who's Drifta? This guy is talented. I've heard the song Ntongo. And then that's how I think that really contributed on the song becoming big, you know. And so after he posted that, I texted him like on Facebook, you know, yo, I'm Drifta, you know, because he was asking who's Drifta. So right. I slid in his DM, yo, I'm Drifta. He's like, yo. Then he sent me his number. Then we started talking. Then, you know, we got to meet up. He was like, I want to sign you. And yeah, that's how I got signed to Alpha Entertainment. Then that's how I got to meet Chef now. You know, I got to meet Chef and I was like, yo, I've got a song called Madanshara Saraku. Then that's how we got to record that song.
How you felt when you logged onto Facebook and you saw Market2 talking about you is how I felt the day that Simon Mwalane spoke about our podcast.
Oh, I saw that.
To this day, I'm gassed. I took a screen grab of that.
Yeah.
I feel like I am more amped about that more than Gareth speaking about us.
You support local, innit?
Then I held that man in high esteem because he had been doing this a lot longer. And that's kind of like what I would have wanted this to be.
The first post he made about us was when he was praising the podcast, right? Like, people should watch these boys. These boys are doing the thing.
So coincidentally,
I saw that when there was like.
That is around the time that 30-pin issue.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So he was basically telling kiddies that if these guys invite you onto their podcast, you don't ask questions, you go.
Have you watched Kiddies' podcast, by the way?
I think I watched one where she was interviewing.
It's a she.
Oh, where she was interviewing. Where she was interviewing Yo Maps. Where she.
Didn't I tell this guy's a beef magnet?
No, me and Kiddies are very cool. You know, like really, really cool. Where she was like interviewing Yo Maps. I saw that.
And somehow our podcast still made it. And people keep saying, why is it that you guys, every time you have your podcast, you talk about Yo Maps? Well, their very first episode, we made it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, fam. But I think when I see such, it makes me happy because the podcast industry is growing. We're seeing more and more podcast studios opening up. We're seeing more and more podcasts starting. Kiddies, I enjoyed episode 1 with Yo Maps. I can't wait to see where she takes that.
Yeah.
She called me for advice and I said, I think the one thing that can take you from where you started from to the next step is consistency.
Yeah.
It's one thing. Remember when we started, we're like, guys, the only thing, well, 2 things for us was quality and consistency.
No, there were 3 things.
There were 3 things?
Yeah.
Remind us of the third one.
So quality, consistency,
and
being authentic.
authenticity.
The minute that you try to be somebody else,
People pick it up. Yeah.
people see through that.
Oh yeah.
And there's been, even true to your music, there's been so many people that have asked Kalenga to stop doing certain things that he does. They've asked me to stop talking a certain way or speak in a certain way. But if that's who he is and that's who I am,
Why change? How can you change that?
Oh yeah. Because I think that's what makes this podcast unique.
Yeah. Dude, who do you listen to? You're a rapper, but which other rappers do you listen to?
where's your phone?
Yeah, the history's gonna tell us a lot.
Where's your phone?
So yeah. So
Can you give it to me?
I listen to a lot of guys.
Are you gonna give him your phone?
No.
What's in it?
You don't trust him, do you?
No, I don't.
What's in it?
Anyway, you're talking about you listen to?
I'm not DEC, bro.
Nah. I don't
No,
trust
he just wants to check your YouTube. It's gonna tell us a lot about you.
I'm gonna go through your messages.
You know, I think this is the kind of guy who gangster rapper, but you check his history. There's
Britney
Celine
Spears.
Dion.
Nah. I listen.
Boys to
Christina
Men.
Aguilera.
That's why he's scared.
So most of the times I'm listening to music is when I'm at the gym, and I listen a lot to like the hip hop.
Westlife.
Nah, hip hop. 50.
Show me,
Lil
nigga. Show
Wayne.
my man. Give me his
I
phone.
was asking
Dre.
that because
You say what? Where's the car?
the phone is in the car.
Oh, it's
It's
not
outside. That's his manager defending him, protecting him at all costs.
a virgin.
I don't
See,
listen. I don't
see
listen
that
to
guy is a virgin. He's got so much energy. He can go and pick up the phone. I'm done.
Who's the virgin?
The guy with the cap.
The guy with the hat.
Oh yeah.
I was asking that because I think a lot of us in the industry fall prey to certain things. Like, I know when I was on radio,
Yeah.
a lot of times when you listen to too many radio stations, like from around the world, you start picking up the really hot radio shows, and you feel like maybe if you sound like them,
Yeah.
your show will be cool as well. Or you end up sounding like them because you listen to them a little too much.
Right. Yeah,
Does that
yeah.
happen to you in rap as well?
Yeah. So not really to me, but I've seen like a lot of guys who like on the come up. There were like some of the guys that we used to go to the same studio with. Like they used to try to rap like other people. You know what I mean? And I would be like, but guys, why are you from Vekamonga? No, it's cool. They used to call it. I think that's where the new wave started. Yeah. The Zambian new wave. Where they were just like rapping. And
Wait, who were they trying to sound like?
They were trying to sound like the Migos. What I mean?
In Zambia, you said they were trying to sound like someone in Zambia.
So no, these guys are here in Zambia, but they were trying to sound like
somebody in America.
Yeah. So at the studio that I was recording at, I was the only guy who was rapping in Nyanja, just deep Nyanja, and the producer used to like those other guys, and I was just the only guy who, like, when I go to the studio, I've got a song, they'll be like, abanausova bwera na nyimbo tintaito banji nyimbo ngongole. You know what I mean? It's because you would have like a concept, because I had a song called Ntongo, and then my friends have got like titles like, Get Down, The Money, you know what I mean? Like, so I was the only guy who was like different, so at some point I never felt comfortable, and I never felt like, even the producers were like really appreciating my craft, so the moment I met I would call him my first producer, Sada Teresa, he was also on some just Zambian music tip. So we kind of just, connected, and we made bangers.
I can't think of any Zambian rapper who's really made with like a proper English song. Do we have any? I could be mistaken.
I don't know.
The way Casper can do English and it will break borders, aka, you know what I mean? We don't have anyone in Zambia who does English and it breaks out, eh?
But they're good rappers who like can
Crisis
really,
tried. Oh, Crisis will be on the podcast in a few weeks.
Yeah, like they're good rappers.
What about
who
Tim?
Really,
Oh, Tim is brilliant. Don't even bring Tim in this discussion, bro. You're disrespecting him. No, don't even talk about Tim. That's another level,
discussion.
bro. This discussion. Austin, please don't. But no, I think we should. We should. I don't think we have a lyricist in Zambia who can match the levels of Tim. when it comes to
Maybe
delivery.
the English. And the English, right?
Dude, English, Bemba, I don't think.
Yeah,
Okay,
but
English.
when
English.
yeah, I like
Let
the
me
fact.
be very
I
careful
like,
with my words in this episode.
I like the fact that he's saying English Bemba and he hasn't gone to Nyanja. You know,
Yeah.
like you know, I like the English
No,
Bemba.
Tim.
You know, like don't just go to Nyanja. You know what I mean? Like,
Who's the best Nyanja rapper?
I am.
With
I've got-
no second thought, no.
No, I am,
Okay.
and
Didn't hesitate.
yeah.
What's
I've
been the
got
biggest
I've
song?
got dope lines. Have you heard Gramine Chibemba?
By Sheffi.
Yeah. Did you hear my verse?
Oh, that was you.
Yeah, nyimbo zanga osalizirako graveyard ungaoshe chitumbi I leveled up ninagula plot kumakumbi
Makumbi. Yeah, I
sunga
remember
bifu yako ndavaine nilipa dat I'm the boss, I'm on fire and you just got fired. Yeah,
So if we put you,
you can't even put me.
You got food behind you there.
you guys put what, yogurt?
And are you sure you want to eat?
No, I'm back to normal. I'm back to 100. I almost died the other day, yes, but I think I'm back to 100. I am very lactose intolerant, madam. You don't want to take me back to the hospital.
You're married,
I just
sir.
came from the hospital. There are those pills. I don't know if these chemists have it. I've been seeing them on Facebook. They're like 400 kwacha for a little. You and I should get some, actually. I think you already have some, don't you?
What, ARVs?
No.
What do they do? Yeah, like
lactose.
the way he's saying it, you and I should get some. Like,
No, because I'm both lactose intolerant.
oh yeah. You need to specify, man. Like,
No else on your own on that one.
Well, so now in public, now, okay.
there was actually.
Sorry, there's a question? Yeah?
Yeah. This one goes to Drifter.
Oh yeah.
You're still signed under Alpha Entertainment, right?
I'm still. I would like to say affiliated. You know, because now I'm working with All Stars Music Entertainment. It's a new, new record label.
I wanted to find out what Alpha Entertainment really does. Are they a music label? Do they promote your music? Like, what role was it for them that happened? Because if I'm not mistaken, Alpha is owned by Maktu, right?
Yeah.
And then, just from a layman point of view, how does somebody who owns a record label get signed to somebody? And then how does that help you in your industry?
That's actually a good question. So way before, we had these big record labels with huge amounts of money, there were smaller record labels that can kickstart your career. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it was like that. So it wasn't really about, because now mostly it's just about the money, you know what I mean? But before it was about, so if I get affiliated to this person, how is my career going to, boom, how am I going to make it? You know what I mean? So that was basically that for me. And yeah, it really, really worked out because I'm sure you really follow Zambian music. And my story always has like Maketu in it. You know what I mean? Like, he did this for me, he did that. So yeah, it helped me in that way. You know what I mean? Until, because he's also an artist. Until, the KMPs, the what came, and he's also an artist. Like, so in that view, he gets signed to where, So yeah. I think I've answered your question.
Gob, how many rappers do you have in Zambia that rap in Nyanja? Like, can do a full song
That
in Nyanja?
can out-rap
Slap
me.
D? Can he out-rap Drifter? Dismo? Yes.
Wow. What? He can what? Oh yeah, he can rap. But
No, but I
out-rapping-
asked the question, who can out-rap Drifter? And you said Dismo.
No, he was answering to the question how many rappers rap in Nyanja, right?
Okay, so rephrase. Do you think Dismo can out-rap him?
Huh?
We can't hear you.
No, do not stammer, my guy.
You're saying
They're both good rappers. And
they're both good rappers.
They're both good rappers.
But if you put them toe to toe,
The difference, but no, I think they sing different.
No.
Dismo is purely hard on, like it's always dum 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 dum. Sometimes he does romantic love songs, so it's a bit chilled like that. So I would say Dismo is more gangster than you.
I'm the most gangster rapper that you've ever seen, man. Like, I'm as gangster as it can get.
Gangster rappers don't have to tell people they're gangster rappers.
I tell people I'm gangster. But anyway, I think Dismo is good, you know. But I consider myself the best because my lyrics are, you know, like when it comes to my lyrics on a song, whether I'm featured or it's my song, I like them to be, because when you get a song that I was featured on, my verse will be just different, you know what I mean? Like, you can be able to tell that, oh, there was Drifta on a song, you know what I mean? So I like doing that, just not just, you know, trying to maybe kill the artist, but just to make the song unique and just, you know.
How did you come up with the name?
Drifta Trek. So in school I used to rap really fast. So I used to say drifting, I'm drifting with the flows, you know. So people started calling me Drifter. You like drifting with the flows, Kaidi. So you're a drifter. And then the trek is actually a funny story because I was really good at school. I was really good in history, like really, really good in history. So they started calling me the Great Trek, you know, like, because those
The Great Trek.
you know, a Great Trek. So I actually got it because both drift and trek means, so trek means moving and drifting means, you know, fast. So actually, you know, goes together.
Very profound.
Makes sense to you? Are you happy?
No.
Just profound, but not happy.
Do you have an album out?
Yeah.
No. Do you have another one coming out soon? Because I think
Next year.
Because I think there's something specific you wanted us to promote, right? I think
Yeah,
you have
it's
new
a
music
song.
coming
It's
out.
a song.
Or
It's
is it a
new
tune?
music. It's called See Your Life, and it's a hip hop song.
I like the video. Your manager was showing me the video earlier.
Oh yeah,
today.
yeah,
I
yeah.
like
The video is
very-
dope. It's coming out on the 15th of October.
Oh, which is the day this episode drops?
So drop it, vichokera pamoja, you know. So this song features Makitu and Slap D, you know, and it's a hip hop song, you know. So this song is.
Oh, to make it such a song, are you guys like all in the studio together, or they record from their various studios and they just send you vocals? How does that work?
Sometimes we're like in the studio together. Sometimes people just send vocals, but for this one we're actually in the studio together.
Take me through. I know the title is a play on the famous "See Your Life."
Yeah,
See
it's
Your
called
Life.
See Your Life. Yeah, look at me, then See Your Life. So it's more like a life story. You're just talking about your story, but in a unique way. It's you know, it's a hip hop banger. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's just like the whole concept.
No, but I was trying to understand the creative process behind the concept.
So I was, what I was trying to say, so the time that I recorded the song, I just wanted to just tell my story, you know, just tell my story, how I started, how I'm moving, where I am. But the song was so good such that, you know, my management was like, you gotta put in, you know, artists, you gotta feature some artists. And then we sat down and I was like, okay, so I've worked with this guy. Which guys haven't I worked with? And we just wanted to just surprise people with just a different collaboration and, you know, something that's going to be huge, but a nice song. You know what I mean? So basically that was that, because when you listen to the song, most people would get such a collaboration with the vibe of maybe trying to just murder each other on the song, just trying to, you know, out-rap each other. But for that song is, you gotta tell your story. You know, you gotta tell your story. So you cannot start spicing up your story that you are not, you know what I mean?
And again, you're rappers. You guys are always in competition. Don't you feel Makitu was listening to Slap D's rhymes, Slap D's listening to Makitu like, kind of like the way Kanye and Eminem featured on Drake's Forever.
Oh yeah.
Remember
yeah.
when Eminem who heard whose rhyme and went to
And then
rewrite the song?
changed.
And then changed
Kanye. He had to
when he heard
rewrite.
Eminem's verse, right?
Yeah, but but for this one, it's I believe the song is okay. Yes, hip hop artists we are always in competition, but for this song, like I said, it's more like a story. You know what I mean? So it's how best you can tell your story. You know, like how well are you going to tell your story? But as far as I can tell, they just both delivered.
And in your opinion, you murdered both of them.
It's a story. It's a story. So, and I'm the owner of this. So one thing about being the owner of the song,
yes.
when you've got a song, the people that you feature on your song are supposed to get the shine at some point. I'm not going to feature someone who I think is not going to shine on the song.
Right.
It doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? Because
sometimes you can get outshined, bro.
Like Jay-Z on
like
Renegade.
Jay-Z on Renegade.
By Eminem, yeah.
Who was the owner of the song?
Jay-Z.
Oh, it's that's what your point.
Yeah. So I'm going to feature someone who I know that is going to spice up the song. You know what I mean? If I had to feature people that I know I'm going to, murder or kill on that song, then I could have, just gotten.
You can do without them.
Yeah, I can just get, any other just MCs or
Who do you think the best rapper in Zambia is, apart from you?
No, including you.
Me.
See?
You can beat Chef 187?
See, now you just want to start some shit.
No, I'm not.
Sheffy does his own, type of.
We're saying rap industry. Okay, let's take you out of it. Who's the best rapper in Zambia? When you're not on the list.
Chef. I think Chef.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going back to that. It's Chef in your opinion.
I think Chef. Yeah,
so Chef is number 2.
Yeah.
In your opinion.
Yeah, I'm number 1.
Serious?
I'm supposed to be number 1. How can I be number 2?
I said the same thing too.
How can I be number 2 being Drifta Trek?
What backs your claim up? Awards, sales, concert, book ticket sales?
So, like, when it comes to music writing, there's, like, we would say, when it comes to that, we would say the biggest, like, artists, you know what I mean, of where
Right.
we've got, like, the Yo Mapsies, the Slap D's, the Mark, like, we've got those. But when it comes to just music writing, I think as an artist, you just need to put yourself as number 1, like, I cannot, even when I know, but anyway, I know no one is better than doing what I do. But, you just need to put yourself as...
I think for me, this begs the question. What makes a good rapper?
Okay, you get out of my mind.
I
wanted to ask the same damn thing.
If we are going to dilly-dally around you being number 1, who's number 2, who's what makes a good rapper? Is it the consistency in the game? Is it the delivery? Is it
I go to his question before you answer it.
Yeah.
So I was just about to ask the same question.
Yeah.
I was going to add something to what he asked, which is, what metric do you use to measure A, a successful rapper, B, a good rapper?
And I'm asking this because I'm looking at your timeline. There are years where you just drop off the radar, you go quiet, you give us Madansi and Asalak, you go quiet. And you're back this year, 2024, again with See Your Life. And then there's people who've just been there consistently. Of course, we're going to put Sheffy there, Makitu, Slap D, Neslom has also been making noise quite a bit, Bobby East. What makes a good rapper? Let's start from there first.
So a good rapper, it all comes down to the lyrics and the music, like, so when it comes to rap is how good is your flow, how good, when you rap, how good is it, like how good is your flow? And then a successful rapper is, what success have you achieved and how big you are in the game, and yeah, I think that's, so.
Would you consider yourself big in the game right now?
These are the follow-up questions you could have picked from there.
So,
Wait.
So, I've been there. I like to consider myself I haven't yet reached where I want to be, You know, I'm still hungry. I've always been hungry, you know, but one thing that I know about me is that I'm very good, you know, like I'm very good, but I haven't reached where I want to reach. You know what I mean? Like my name is big. I'm there, but I haven't yet reached where I want to reach. You know what I mean? Yeah.
What was the follow-up question from me again?
There were so many. You said you have to be successful. What is successful? What's the measure of success? You said your flow has to be good.
Yeah.
What does that mean? Does that mean if your flow is good, you're a fast? You said your lyrics have to be good.
Yeah.
Again, you're using a lot of these generic terms, and they're a bit too
general.
Yeah. What does successful look? What does a good flow sound like?
So, for example, I'm going to give an example. The problem with being a rapper, when you give an example,
go ahead, man. Speak your mind.
Another rapper,
speak your mind,
crazy.
Brother.
But you see how
you're a gangster rapper.
He said, for example, when you bring up an artist like Tim, you know, how would you say Tim is like? What type of?
Extremely creative.
Yeah.
His punchlines are always on point.
Yeah.
Delivery is always on point.
Yeah.
And Tim is a thinker. Tim is a guy who will give you a flow. He's like a Jay-Z in Zambia. He'll give you a flow that leaves you thinking, okay, what did he mean this? Did he mean that?
Yeah,
Oh, he
that's
actually meant this and that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then, so where would you rate him? Good, okay,
Very
good
good.
or
fantastic, brilliant,
rapper, yeah.
genius.
Successful or good?
Did you see the one where he spoke about, I gave away my Jesus piece for me to get Jesus peace?
Which means Tim
that's Kanye.
Sorry?
That's a
Kanye Ryan.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
Did
that's
Tim say that?
That's Tim, yeah.
Yes, so he got
Also,
that from
Tim get
Kanye.
from Kanye. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't catch that.
Because Kanye,
Serious?
I had never heard that line until now. And when you said it, because Kanye said it, but not in that line. Kanye said,
All right.
Kanye said, what good is it when the Jesus pieces can't bring you peace? But I'd need one. Wait, he says.
Wait, let me find Tim as well while you're doing that.
Yeah, he says, what good is the Jesus peace if it can bring you peace? But I need one of Russell's nieces or something like that. I forget. Put On. If you listen to Put On by Jeezy, listen to Kanye's verse.
Let me play you what
Oh.
Tim said. Well, this was the other day. He was with.
Well, as you do that, I'm also gonna look at. I'm also gonna. I know we're gonna get flagged for it. I know we're gonna get flagged for it. But anyway, as I look for this,
And then I
I
can't
want to
find
see what success looks like in your own words.
But I think it's a bit subjective to define a good rapper because if you look at the likes of Mozoeke Alfonso, everybody would accept that guy is really called a dope, but very few people want to work with him. So do you put him as a good rapper? Do you put him as a good artist, success artist, or what? How do you categorize people like that?
I would put him as good because I personally I still listen to Moses' music time to time, but I don't think he reached where he was supposed to reach as an artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But he's good, he's dope.
Met
But
him in
he just never reached where he was supposed to reach.
So you have to say he's
So
not
I would say being a good artist is more like a road to being a successful, you know.
That's what I was asking. What is successful?
So successful to me, so successful is just getting a feeling that you've reached where you want to be, you know, because I wouldn't measure, because the people who just dreamt of doing music and just doing a song, like for example, iningandache kuimba cha nyimbo emozi kaendo blow anishkwasila, you know, so and they've done that song and that song was big and they've left. That's their success, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like Bubba Sparks.
Like that's their success. So, you know, so success is not like the way I look at it. Not really in the point of maybe he's whatever these other things, but just reaching where you want to reach.
You didn't say anything there, dude.
Yeah, because if I wanted to say anyway, but again, if I say, then it means I've been like people. I wouldn't want to make people think that that's what success is. But what I'm just going to say is, I think success is just reaching where you want to reach and you're comfortable with it.
You know, if rapping fails, Stripe, you should get into politics, bro.
Don't.
No.
I'm telling you, he would make a good
But
politician.
rapping,
No, he wouldn't.
He explains things like a politician.
No.
You asked him a simple question, he went round it like a politician.
No,
And,
I
and
don't.
said nothing at the end
That's
of the
what
day.
politicians do.
Oh.
Wait, play.
Speaking of politicians, bro, GBM, I feel sorry for the Bali man. 5 years with hard labor.
Yeah, I saw that. But
I was about to make a weight joke there.
I don't. Listen to this.
I traded in my Jesus piece for Jesus peace.
Pause there.
Jesus peace over a Jesus piece.
Pause there.
Jesus piece over a Jesus piece. This boy is just a dope person.
And then I want you to listen to this. Listen to this.
Have you found the exact spot?
okay.
Well, it's not a very direct bite.
Oh. Wow.
I'm not a writer, I'm a biter.
It's not a direct bite,
So-
word for word.
Okay, so there's the Kendrick guy, and yeah. Feel you.
Do another good song, bro. I'll become a fan. I don't take long. I waste no time.
I've got a song.
You don't
called
take this
Seal.
long?
Sorry?
Huh? Did you hear? I know I'm gonna digress in a second. Because I had written down these talking points when I knew that we were gonna meet. I heard a very interesting story that happened the past month or so. I want to hear your take on this. It's got nothing to do with music.
Okay.
Kenya Airways has been flying into Zambia for years.
Oh, yeah, that issue.
Zambia Airways applied to fly into Kenya, and Kenya said, and they applied and they applied and they applied again, and they kept saying no, up until the guys at Zambia Airways then took it to the ministry and said, these guys don't want us to take our planes to their country.
So why should we allow theirs here?
And so the ministry then banned Kenya from landing in here. Within 2 days,
we were given permission
they were
to
like,
land.
yeah, on second thoughts.
We're just joking, guys.
You can be coming through.
Tico, joke. We can joke with you.
Why are you taking what we are saying serious?
Why una cheat us so? No, but I would want to listen to more of your music. I did ask a couple of people as I was coming here, and they had nothing but good things to say. Yeah. Look, this is an industry that I feel has got so much potential.
Oh yeah.
Has got extremely diverse opinions, and people are able to grow.
Yeah.
So, Alandan is on his way. I want you to meet the guy because I feel. I say this again to like a couple of people. I feel if you could tap into people like that are exposed, that have good connections and everything, sky's the limit. In terms of what you can achieve.
True.
You know, another thing I picked up from most of the rapper episodes that we have, there's more to you guys than just the rapping. And I'd like to get more into your personal life. Like, what is Drifta Trek about when he's not rapping?
Don't give this guy pressure.
No.
Because now you're forcing him to lie. What if that's all his life? And now he has to start saying,
I've heard things about, mental health advocacy. Are these things true? Are you working on such things in the background?
No.
No? Okay. I think Olsen was right about the lies.
Nah. I do farming.
There we go. You see?
Guess who else does farming?
Who?
Elist.
King Elist. Yeah.
I want my hat.
Or the paper planes. Elson, can you put some respect on people's sofas, please?
Achan.
Madam, you're stepping on your sofas here.
You always wanted to be a prefect in school, didn't you?
And I was for a term.
What happened? You were for a term, but
Half a term, actually.
Yeesh, what happened?
Ish, dude. I wasn't meant for such jobs. I was always out clubbing.
And I think it's the same story with me. But for me, I wasn't. But I was about to
be a
I thought I would be, and then the time that they were announcing, then my name is not there.
My name was there. I was a bit.
Wait, so you really wanted to become one?
Yeah. Then, so what usually happens is at a boarding school when you're a prefect, you get these to my privileges, like
Can get to the girls' dormitories.
there were no girls,
Oh,
it's
it was the
stronger
boys.
boys. But
Oh,
when
right,
it comes to food, guys,
Well,
when it comes to food, you know.
Don't do this conversation, please.
So now listen to what happened. So the moment that my name wasn't announced, a friend of mine had bought Panado,
Yeah, but what?
Panado.
Right.
Like after I just got out, then he was like, yo, I know how hard this is, just take this, drink this. It was that bad. Like, yo, he had got it because I think he knew that I wasn't going to be picked. So he had got that for the headache, Like, I know you're going to have.
You're going to need this.
Yeah, just take it.
And did you end up needing it?
Yeah. No. He was just, he was just rubbing it in my face.
Well, how long were you there for the entire, is it 4 or 5 years in high school?
3.
How many years do you guys spend in high school?
Grade 8, 9 junior, then 10, 11, 12 high school.
So how many years is that?
I was there
3 years.
for
But if you had one school from grade 8 to 12, it's 5 years.
Yeah.
So you got 5 years in high school. So in Zim, we've got 1 extra year of high school then.
For the A levels, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or two years in A levels, but a total of 6 years in high school.
Ah, right. Okay.
I was at an all boys school as well.
So then why were you laughing?
He could relate.
Oh, you could relate.
No, I was about
First of all, what are we related?
Did he?
No, man.
I was gonna make a silly joke.
So remember on the Type 2 episode, I mentioned I was expelled at some point.
Yes.
Yeah. I was actually the prefect, but I went clubbing, and then I bumped into the headmaster.
Into the headmaster at the club.
Yeah.
And he saw you.
Yeah. So what he did, he had like 5 trustees amongst us prefects.
Yeah.
They were like those very loyal,
Yeah, right.
niggas and shit. Those nobody liked, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So he picked those 5 and he said, if Chameleon and Type 2 are in town, it means a lot of people are going to want to watch this show. So he takes the 5 trustees, and I was one of the people found on the dance floor with a bottle, you know what I mean?
By the trustees?
And the headmaster himself on the dance floor.
So where were the trustees?
They were in the club. It's like they saw me, then told the headmaster, oh, that guy's not supposed to be here. Yeah. So next thing, I'm busy singing along to the Chameleon songs, and somebody passed me on the back. I turn around, it's the headmaster himself. I was like,
Did you shoot yourself?
nah. Took the last sip and walked away.
What were you drinking?
It was a Mossy.
But
Got expelled.
You were like, I'm not letting this go to waste. I'm already expelled anyway.
Got expelled. I didn't tell my parents,
yeah.
And I had a cousin who was a teacher.
Were you a boarder or a day?
Yeah, I was in boarding school.
Okay.
So I was taught to pack, and I went to live by my cousin's house in the teacher's compound. He was a teacher at the same school. So while I'm there, 3-4 days later, he tells me the headmaster hears you're still around and he wants to see you. So I go back.
Yeah.
Lo and behold, the way God works, it just so happened that the school and the province needed someone to represent the province at the high school debate.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was the best
very,
debater
you're like one
at
of
school and the province.
So did they bring you back for
Yeah,
that?
they brought me back for that. Yeah,
Kudos.
with a slap on the wrist.
I had, listen to this, Drifter. I had a friend of mine.
Yeah.
The guy snuck out to go to the... So, I was in an all-boys school, but directly opposite that was an all-girls school.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I love this.
So they were like...
I
So
love where this is going.
you say what?
I love where this is going.
So nigga snuck out.
Yeah.
Goes to the girls' school. Goes, does what he does, etc., etc., etc. On his way back out, what he did not know is that they released dogs at night.
The school had dogs.
The school had dogs.
Your school had dogs.
No,
The girls'
girls'
school.
school.
The girls' school, yeah.
So a nigga goes and sees his chick.
Yeah.
They do what they do for an hour, and the nigga is now making his way back to our school.
Yeah.
And the dogs are like, who are you? This is why we are here.
Yeah, like
For niggas
for people like
you. So if I don't bite you, I'm not doing my job, guys.
Yeah, like, yeah.
How the bosses look at me?
This nigga ran screaming. This nigga ran screaming. And the dog was after him. The nigga sees a car. Just on top of the car. Now the dogs are barking, right? It's like 4 dogs. The nigga can't get up. The nigga's like screaming,
what time was this?
And you say what?
What time was this?
Like at close to midnight. Whoa. So niggas on top of the car, niggas yelling, futak. So now the people wake up and they're like, what is this now? So initially they think it's a thief. Right? So they come with the aggression of, we've got a thief. Kabwalala.
Yeah.
They go there, they're like, aren't you the nigga from Churchill? I said, yes, I am. Get the nigga, take him back to school, get the boarding master and said, so this nigga here, we found him on top of a car.
Now he looks like it.
And niggas wanted to chow him. So, following morning, he goes for a hearing. They said, we're expelling you. In fact, no. You were supposed to be suspended. You were supposed to be expelled.
Yeah.
Said if you go home and you bring your parent or guardian, and we tell them what you did, we'll not expel you. We'll suspend you. Because this guy was an amazing rugby player, so they couldn't afford to lose him.
Oh yeah.
So they said, go home and come back with
your
parents. Nigga leaves. There's no way he could tell his father, because they were going to tell him what he was doing. So nigga leaves. And he gets into town.
Yeah.
He finds one of these guys that washes cars.
Yeah.
Says Bali. Let me tell you the story. This is what happened.
Yeah.
So they want me to bring a what? A guardian or a parent.
Yeah. An
so
uncle.
You are my uncle. Gave him something. Guy goes, he showers, he changes, they go back.
Yeah.
Get back to school. Who are you? He said, what are you to now? This is I'm nephew, the uncle.
Yeah.
He's a good rugby player. He does 1, 2, 3, 4. But then 2 nights ago, or whatever it is, we caught him doing 1, 2, 3, 4. The guy that was washing the cars that was hired looks at him, gives him the biggest, loudest clap you've ever heard. And niggas looking at him like,
you're still invested in the role.
So the guy's just like, I've booked you. To make it look
I've
real.
never been hit like that ever.
Not even my own parents.
Man, I had fun in high school.
Did you ever get those scares before? Being expelled, suspended?
Not really.
You were the good guy.
I was, but I had a friend though. So this guy was caught drinking. So after he's caught drinking, they were drinking that chibuk shake.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So they were drinking, they bought like, I think 8, then they had drunk like 2. So 6, the 6 like remaining. Then some guys saw them, they ran away. So those guys got the other packs as evidence,
Right.
So so those packs are like at the administration. Then what the guys do, they're like similar story. They get, a guy from just the market, your uncle, and they get another guy. You are the owner of the alcohol. So there's like the uncle and the owner of the alcohol. So they go. So the uncle goes in first with my friend. Then they start talking. Then the owner of the alcohol comes now. At school. You guys got my alcohol. I went to the gents. You got my alcohol last night. And I just heard the story that my alcohol is at school. So I followed my alcohol.
Oh, my alcohol.
I want my alcohol back. So they actually gave him the alcohol and they suspended my friend for like a week. I think it was 7 days. So now he goes back home. He lies that he's got like a toothache.
Right.
So now, no, he was suspended for 2 weeks, for 14 days. So he lies that he's got a toothache, huh? So he reaches home. I've got a toothache, so I need to be here for like 2-3 days, then I'll go back. So 4 or 5 days, he's still. Right. Then the mom is like, "Yo,
what's the story, bro?"
Well, no, my toothache has, started again and stuff. So it's like, okay, a week goes by. Yo, go back to school. No. The toothache is back. The mom ended up now taking the guy to the dentist. Then the dentist is like, which tooth? Then he just points, this one. Then the mother is just remove it. Because I'm tired of. Like, what?
Why did he get his tooth plucked out?
Yeah, he did. So they removed his tooth. They removed his tooth. Then, like, there was like 4 days remaining. So, like, he stays home for like the next 4 days. So the guy who was, suspended comes back to school with a lot of groceries and money. I'm like, maybe I gotta be suspended too. Like, I gotta be suspended too. So
then you lose a tooth, bro.
Yeah. So I asked him. I was like, "What story did you cook up?" He just opened his mouth. I'm like,
toothless.
Okay.
It's a tooth for life.
Yeah.
Right.
So
do you have any kids?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay.
But you suspect you've got some.
No. No.
You thought
for a second, yeah.
No, I don't. Not
How old are
yet.
you?
20.
Huh?
20.
20 what?
20.
This nigga was talking about 2016. He released his song as he was finishing high school.
When I was 10. No, that's cap. I'm 27. I'm 27.
27.
Yeah.
In the farming project, what are you farming?
I've got fish and goats.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many goats?
I think 100 and something. Because just started this year,
God, that's the trailer, the age part. And stop before he rectifies that is 27.
God,
don't create the trailer like you did for Lewis.
And last episode you really zoomed in. Okay, we know Elson is big-headed, but you don't need to make it, obvious.
We know Kalenga has got herpes on his face, but now
don't make it that obvious.
Don't make it that obvious.
I know I'm good looking, so you can make it
obvious.
Yeah, and he's got some bling bling in his teeth, so you can zoom in on
that. You
that.
can make it more obvious.
What is that? Are those diamonds?
Glitters.
I saw the advert at one of the is it Dazzling Dental where they do this. They put the stuff.
Is that in Zambia?
Yeah, at I think Long Acres Mall where they put like
diamonds
little
in your
diamonds on your
Can you imagine going to Chibolia and niggas are sticking you up for your teeth?
Imagine that.
They'll be there with the pliers.
But dude, why farming though? What took you there?
Because we've always had like
this nigga's lying.
He's thinking too much.
He's thinking too
much.
No,
like I'm trying to explain. Like everybody, I think most of my friends know. So we've always had a farm, and then I started with fishing. That was like 2 years ago. When I started with fishing. Fishing. Then, last year, end of last year, I decided to get into farming, and I started into goat farming. Then I started like in January.
So how many goats you got now?
I've got like 100.
So what's the plan? You're trying to get to a certain number before you start selling them off? What's the plan there?
The plan is something like that, but I've got a different plan though, because there's anyway. Okay, that's the plan because I wouldn't.
So you want to do like a haka in the Hitchler?
No.
10, 20,000.
Nah. So the plan is we've got like a club there that we're trying to put up. So like it's a family thing. It's a club. So I'm trying to, when it's open, I'll be able to,
Oh, you'll be supplying yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, smart man.
Is Brandon still outside?
Who's that?
The guy who threatened to bring us the Queen of Morocco.
Oh, the buff guy.
You're doing pretty well for yourself. 100 goats.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, thanks.
That's cool.
It's very commendable.
So,
any other projects that you're working on in the background? Because I know Zambian rappers are full of surprises. You think, like I said earlier, I think it's just rapping, but there's so much going on in the background.
Yeah.
Sure.
So that as a person, I'm doing that, but as an artist, I'm working like on a lot of music, a lot of music videos, trying to, I've been trying to do things differently this year, you know, and the first thing that I think I started was, you know, working out, you know, like, because when you see how I was looking last year,
Yeah.
and how I'm looking now, like a big difference.
Were you looking broke last year?
Nah, I was pretty much out of shape, man. Like
You're pretty much what?
I was pretty much out of shape. You know what I mean?
What does that mean?
right.
Like you're fat?
Out of shape.
You were Elson, basically.
You were like
yeah,
me.
I was.
You were Elson last year.
Not like you. You're good, man. You're looking.
Elson is good.
Yeah, he's
Don't make a
looking-
nigga feel good now.
No, you're looking good compared to how I was looking. I don't know how you feel you're looking.
Yeah.
But you're looking better than how I was
So you were
looking.
worse than this?
Yeah. I feel I was worse. And then so this year I just, you know, dedicated this year to just
Health.
You know, health, become a better person. You know, because obviously when you dedicate yourself to healthy living, even just your mindset changes. You know what I mean?
That is true.
Yeah.
Dude, looking at where you are now, Drifta Trek, a lot of people know you, love your music, they love the artists.
Yeah.
And looking at how you got into the industry, what Market 2 did for you, how are you being Market 2 right now in your life?
You are being unfair. You.
How am I being unfair now?
You're forcing this nigga to lie.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not gonna lie.
He's probably doing things for others as well.
Okay.
Yeah. I've got a couple of guys that I'm working with, that have not yet, you know, been out there, like that are not yet big. But there's some guys that I've collaborated with, you know, just helping out, you know, no charging. For example, there's a song that we did called Vaoyo.
Called what?
Vaoyo. Vaoyo. You've heard that song? Oh, you haven't heard Vaoyo?
I'm about to be attacked again, right?
Yes, you are.
I should just say yes. Yes, I've heard it.
Nah. You can't just say yes to that song.
Maybe you're singing it wrong.
Wait, don't yell. Hold on.
Maybe you're singing it wrong.
It's his song. How can you sing it?
No, so I featured on that song. It's not actually
He's a
my
DJ.
song. You don't know
Drifta,
Vaoyo.
He's a DJ.
You need to play Vaoyo. The song is like,
Hey,
you know,
this nigga said you're singing it wrong. It's his song.
like, okay, so I did the rapping. The guy on the chorus did like, the owner of the song did the singing. He's a singer. So, like I was saying, there are people who I just like work with, you know, whereby I'll just see a potential in a guy to say, this guy is good. Maybe let me just, you know, work with him. And some projects are successful, you know what I mean?
London, come through, my man.
So, yeah.
Gob, if we add an extra stew here,
And that mic.
and that mic, are you
London
gonna be
on the
good
track.
there?
Oh, so that's London.
Yeah, that's London on the track.
Virgin.
Oh.
Do you want to put a stool next to me?
Okay.
There's one right here. You don't have to carry that one. There's one right here. And also carry the other mic.
Or he can sit in between the two of you. I think it will look better.
You say what?
He'll look very
Right here will
smart.
be fine.
Oh, right behind them. Yeah.
Would that be better?
Yeah.
All right.
For aesthetics.
So that's you. Hey, how you doing, man?
Yo. Copper.
Chief, there's your mic. And just as you said, please rectify. Are you London on the track? Or are you the man we hear in those Rema songs and somebody screams London?
How's it going, my man?
Neither. I'm good. How are you, man?
Laka. Yeah, go ahead.
I had a question. Are you London on the track?
Nah, I'm just London, man. I'm just London. Probably the first one. There's only like 2 people I've ever met with that name, so.
Oh, yeah.
I think you need to name a child London. All the Londons I know are doing very big
They are
things.
very successful,
Exactly.
right?
There's Mr. London Mafulilo and Kit, a serious millionaire. And now there's you.
So this is Drifta.
Pleasure, man.
Amazing hip hop artist. So, for those of you who don't know this man,
Yeah.
arguably one of the most successful people that I've known. He's the one that owned Ryder. Is it Ryder or Riders?
Riders.
Riders
Yeah.
at Arcades.
Oh, okay.
Based in the States.
Yeah, I'm from the States, yeah. From
Yeah.
Philadelphia, yeah.
So what he was trying to do for Zambia, and I hit him up before this episode because we had been talking about this and we couldn't say it, is using his own money. He managed to book an amazing international hip-hop artist to come to this here country. Stuff that large corporates struggle to do. I don't know what your bank account looks like, but Jesus. So tell us about the whole Ja Rule thing that you and I had been talking about for quite a while.
So, when I came here, I was like, there's no hip hop concerts. That's like the first thing I've noticed. So, started making some phone calls and seeing what I could do. And the first year we wanted to do the Rick Ross thing.
I was about to say I didn't want to ruin it, but Ja Rule wasn't coming along.
Yeah, and so the first year I was here, I spoke with quite a few people, and their response was basically, let's see something moving. And I understand that. So I went home for like a year, stacked my bread, and then locked in my artists. And then I came back.
Bread means money.
Sorry.
For you hungry ass people.
So I called you. I was like, I want you guys to do this, and this is what I want to do. And I think it's all about making relationships. So we made a relationship back then. So I was like, I know them. Let's work with them. And I think what's happening is I don't want to say people are afraid. It's just some things sound too good to be true.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is. That's why I remember I was speaking to you. I said, just say the first name. Don't say the other names, because it'll honestly make people like, no, that's not going to happen or whatever. So,
and even when I did mention it, I only mentioned Ja Rule. Mm-hmm. But the truth of the matter is, it wasn't just Ja, it was Rick Ross.
And Jasmine Sullivan, yeah.
Was that
Jasmine Sullivan as well?
That could have been.
So,
that would have been big.
Yeah. And Ja actually made two promo videos.
Yeah.
The first one he couldn't pronounce Lusaka for some reason.
Listen, man.
It is what it is.
They try, you know. We ain't say Ja was the smartest person, but Lusaka's not a hard word.
He's giving us short people a very bad rap.
No, one of the things I've noticed is, even though I had the money behind it, I didn't have a name.
Right.
So it's hard to get legitimacy, like for people to be like, okay, this is for sure. So the first time around, I was just looking for who can partner financially or whatever. The second time, I didn't need the money. I was just like, who can partner who has a name that everybody's comfortable with? Mm-hmm. So when we say this is happening, there's no delay. There's no, let's wait till he gets to the country to buy tickets. That was one, like, have you seen like how South Africa, they just did the Chris Brown thing.
Sold out in hours.
2 hours, 94,000 people. And I think they may have been thinking about adding another day.
They did. The day after.
Did you see the stats? The people bought the tickets.
No.
There's a website that gives stats. The number
of different demographic, right?
Demographics, the countries.
Everywhere.
And Zambia was like on top.
For real?
Yeah. Zambia, Nigeria was
Are
number
you
one.
serious?
Yeah, people are flying in.
So more Zambians bought tickets.
For that than the Omarion gig.
Listen, I'm not here to throw dirt on Omarion. Music Soul Child's like, I'm from Philly, he's from Philly, I love him. I think those are two different vibes for one same concert. Yeah. But, I'm going to go because Music Soul Child's my guy. I'm going to go to the Chris Brown show because I like it. But we could have easily said, all right, Chris Brown. Immediately when I saw the advertisement, okay, how much would it cost to bring Chris Brown here?
Because he's already
right. Once he's landed in Africa, you're going to get him cheaper.
Oh, yeah.
So I made a call, said, how much is this guy going to cost? They gave me a number. I said, I can't even chase it. I wouldn't chase it because having that conversation again and again and again with the runaround would just not be worth it, in that short period of time.
London, I feel like it would be a disservice for us to have a really short conversation like this. I know you're around for a while. I would really love for us to sit down and have an entire episode because when it comes to the entertainment industry, the music industry, and business as a whole, because you did invest quite a lot of money in writers, I would want us to have a proper chat where we are able to speak about. We have people like Drifta. We have amazing talent. Mm-hmm. What exactly it would take from an investment point of view, from businesses within Zambia to promote the local music industry, to promote the entertainment industry, obviously based off your experience.
Right.
Yeah. So. I think we should, Kalenga, this weekend if you have some time.
I'm free, man.
For us to have a proper chat and sit down. Because I had alluded to the Ja Rule concert, and I'm going to play that small promo in this episode. I figured swing by, so we also have a teaser, so when we actually sit down, we have like the conversation.
But do you think it's going to happen in the near future? Ja Rule, Rick Ross.
He's going to Ghana.
He's going to Ghana.
He's going to what?
Ghana.
No, I'm saying, do you think it will happen for Zambia anytime soon?
I just need one partner. I don't need the money.
What does this? I think speak to it now. What does this partner need to bring to the table?
Yeah.
Their name.
That's it.
That's it.
Chichi Monde.
I just need the name. I don't have a name here. You get what I mean? If I go home and I say I want to do this, this, and this, I talk to one person.
Have you spoken to RNG? Have you spoken to PR girls? Have you spoken to...
The problem is there's a lot of, I don't want to say gatekeepers, but there's a lot of people like, I know this person, and they connect you, and then you're not really sure if you're talking to the person at the top or not by the time you have 50 conversations. I think I've done like almost 30 pitches. There's some people I know that are sitting like there who can make a decision, but it's a situation where it's like, we're
not too sure about that.
Give us a month, and there's no reason to chase people. You can't be the person that's coming to you and say, I don't want your money. I don't need your money. Let's just do this.
One thing. You've already paid these guys to come to Zambia.
Yeah, I had already done the deposits for all of them. Yeah, they were already locked in.
Partner with that podcast.
Oh, he has already.
So why aren't you doing it? Why aren't we doing anything about it?
Let's have a deeper conversation with this man.
I think we should.
There's a lot more that I feel we need to get into.
Definitely.
So yeah, I listen. I'll hit you up. You're around. I think let's do this on Saturday. There's a lot more that I think we can be.
Thanks a lot, man.
Drifta. Thank you.
Thank
you.
Cheers, man.
All right.
Peace,
All right.
peace,
Thanks.
peace.
Nice meeting you.
Appreciate you, man.
Nice one, man. And no, he's not London on the track from Nigerian songs. Just making that clear. Drifta, just your final word. And is there anything that you were expecting we're going to talk about that we haven't spoken about in this episode?
I think we've pretty much talked about what we can talk about, but I wanted, like you said, I wanted to be here because you guys have been, your podcast is like really, really amazing.
Thank you.
I've been watching your podcast, and a lot of people who come here don't actually like him, but I actually like him.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah, I actually thought.
Why don't they like him?
I don't know, man. Like maybe the vibe. Maybe you give them. I don't know, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, when he's on his period, sometimes it's a bit of a problem. Yeah.
Oh, you should know about that, Kalinga, because you're the one that gets me the tampons.
Oh yeah.
I'm generous like that.
But now that I'm saying that he looks like a good guy, but he can just change. You know what I mean? So before he changes,
no, I've been good to you, Drifta.
I've
heard you listen to podcasts a lot. What are you listening to currently?
I listen to. So I listen like your podcast. I've been following
Thank
it
you,
because you guys cover a lot of stuff in the entertainment industry, but I would say I listen to a lot of podcasts of the artists and the people that I just follow. You know what I mean? I listen to a lot. When I'm interested in, there are people that inspire me. Like I would listen to whatever that they're gonna say. If it's gonna take 2 hours, 3 hours, I'm gonna. For example, I've watched. Have you? I know maybe you haven't watched it. Now that you're the Kendrick guy, Drake dropped the 100 gig.
Yeah.
I watched all of that, and it was 17 hours. Can you imagine?
There's only like one or two that I saw. Red, green, and blue, or something. It's got a track by that name, but I didn't watch the whole thing.
So I watched. So like I said, I watch a lot of episodes, and I do a lot of research. But like you said, the last words. Shout outs to you guys for having me. Shout outs to my fans out there for the continued support. Shout outs to brothers, because I think natumwa maningi to my brothers but pass a box.
Okay. I just spoke Nyanja Gob.
Yeah,
My
and
tongue
you're
feels
supposed to
funny.
be, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
What's with people who speak Bemba and Nyanja? So people who speak Bemba don't really like speaking Nyanja, but they want people who speak Nyanja to speak Bemba.
You know what I found in Lusaka from the time I moved to Lusaka?
Yeah.
Even when I'm in the markets, there's more Bemba than Nyanja.
Yeah.
Surprisingly.
There's
So
more.
I'm comfortable in Lusaka. I can speak Bemba anywhere and people understand me.
Yeah, because I feel like people who speak Nyanja want the people who speak Bemba to just be comfortable, just feel comfortable. You know, like you can be talking to a Bemba guy in Nyanja, and it will just sound off. You know, one of the two has to change, and it's usually the Nyanja guy who just like.
Okay,
So boy, you know.
But if you speak Nyanja in a market in Kit, everybody looks at you like.
Yeah, like.
And then, it's
All right,
funny
we gotta
like that.
wrap
It's
this
funny
up.
like
We
that.
gotta wrap
Drifta,
this
thanks for
up.
coming through. Thanks a lot to Big Boys Cafe for hosting us.
What are you
and
saying,
offering us
Bob?
food which we haven't eaten.
Huh?
Big Boys
Big
Cafe.
Boys Cafe. is
Big
where we
Boys
are.
Cafe.
Yeah. Remember we did the DJ Showstar episode from Big Boys Cafe?
Oh,
At
the
Aroma?
other one at
Same.
Oh, is it the same
That's why the
one?
motorbikes are here, bro.
Ah.
Yeah, same WhatsApp group, same company.
Is it also the same one as 1903? I know it's not. I'm just making a joke
Because
because
of the
there's no
bikes.
way she'll be married to a white guy because the white guy owns 1903.
Yeah. They're good friends, yeah? Yeah, and thanks a lot for Cassie for making it happen.
Cassie's your name? Cassie.
Cassie.
Hey, after the Diddy thing, bruh, you might want to change your
Like,
name.
why are you Casey? Why is your name Casey? Is it K and C or KESS?
Your parents gave you this name.
Wait, hold on. Spell your name? C-A? How do you spell the other Cassie? Diddy's Cassie?
S-I-E.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Either way, change your name, bro. If
should
I
be
see
like
baby
Baby
oil
Casey.
in your house,
You should maybe Casey J or Casey D or something.
Adino.
Oh no.
Anyway, to the next episode. Have a lovely day.